right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is May 16th, 2022. I am your host, Pokemon Trigger, please, with my co-host Lewis.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
I
Oh
I
my god,
know Lewis isn't feeling his best, but he's a champ, so he's gonna help us talk about the Pokemon Go news as he always does,
we're here to
and
once again
we're
talk
gonna have
about
fun.
Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game, just because we love the game just as much as you do. Yeah, no, as you can hear from my voice, and sorry about this awful one. My nose is super congested right now, so I've been trying to recover for the last few days, especially this weekend. I had to call it for work because I just didn't want to get anybody else sick. Been taking a lot of medicine, but yeah, I'm here once again to talk things Pokemon Go. How you been, Chris? It's been a while.
I've been good. I went on a little bit of a travel uh extravaganza, I guess.
Ooh,
Just a little bit of a traveling in Florida. Went to the Creator Clash.
ooh,
A bunch of YouTubers duking it out, and then went to Spookalla because I wanted to visit that horror convention in Ocala. But I was playing Pokemon Go along the way. I always like when there's an event going on when I'm traveling, so I can try to get shinies to remember as I go. I did not get any. Spoiler alert! I did not get any shinies on the trip. Um, but yeah, it was really fun. Getting to spin all the new stops and everything. Did you get to do anything fun?
I mean, the weekend itself was me being in home trying to, not die from my own,
Uh,
mucus. Luckily, it's not, the world pandemic point. This is the second time I think I get sick throughout the last 2 years, and it has not been that, so I am happy about that. I took a test, so I'm pretty sure that that's okay.
okay.
So yeah, I mean, the weekend wasn't that. I did do something. I mean, I had to, do adult stuff, just like any other people have to do. But at the end of the day, I just stayed at home, did nothing, watch a lot of different stuff, YouTube and everything. My life was just that. I actually got to give a shout out to my roommate. He made dinner and lunch and a lot of different things. So I'm actually happy that he did all that for me. He also, make sure that I don't forget to spin a stop every day. So I still have my streaks going somehow. I have months without playing Pokemon Go. Oh, Mister. Uh, it's always good to come back if you want to go back. It doesn't mean anything. As you guys, again, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm working. I'm, trying to do my best. Throughout the week, though, we had to have the water event. But let's go ahead and just remind everybody that we are part of the Professor Network. Please check us out at theprofessornetwork.com/purified podcast. Wonderful people to work with every single day. Don't forget to check them out, do what they need to do, and yeah, always a good, wonderful people to work with. All right, Chris, I guess it's time to talk a little bit of recaps, hundos, shinies, everything else that you might catch, and if you got anything cool too.
All right. There it is. I lost my phone, but I was like, I know, I plugged it in.
Oh boy,
Nah, I got it. I got it.
I got my tea with me, bro.
Um, I will say off the top of my head, because I don't believe, yeah, no, I didn't get any hundos or shinies this week. It looks like, but I did get the closest thing I got was a 98 Dupiter.
Dude biter, dude biter.
I'd like to get a hundo, but I'm really focusing on trying to get a really good PvP one for Great League,
Nice, nice.
even though I don't think I'm going to use it. A lot of people are really talking it up,
Yep.
but I just don't see myself using it personally.
Oh well.
Um, I will say, it's been a lot of fun trying to get a PvP binacle and the PvP Dupiter though.
Yeah.
But yeah, still nothing on this end. What do you got?
Shinies, nothing. I again because of everything that happened, I didn't really get a chance to really play.
Hmm.
Uh, what you really want, then you know what I want. No Hondas either. I'm surprised. I mean, Go Plus has been running, so it's actually kind of like literally a super slow week for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of
As
disappointed. I actually don't know where I put my gotcha, but I only haven't been running it for like 2 days.
Yeah, I kind of some recent Duke Fighters and things like that. Nothing major to talk about. Now in PvPs, I got oh no, that I thought that was a Hondo, but no, that was not it. I was like, no, that
Close.
close, but it was like a do one that I have before. So yeah, no, I actually didn't get like literally my hole is like empty this week. I'm surprised. It's the first time I think probably both of us didn't get anything for the week itself, right? Like no shinies, no hundos, some PvP, but not enough to talk about. So that this is what we called one of the slowest week. Maybe it was the blood moon last night. Maybe it wanted to not give us anything. So yeah, so that's what it is in the end of the day. So that's good. But yeah, so let's recap a little bit what happened last weekend. We'll start with the water event. So this is the first time it comes back after 2 years of being outside. After a comeback since the pandemic started for sure. So it's kind of nice. What do you think of this event so far, Chris?
Amazing,
Yeah,
dude. It's got PvP, it's got shinies. All around, it's just a fun event.
yeah,
Um, I remember when we started Pokemon Go,
uh huh,
I specifically chose Squirtle, I believe, because I thought we'd catch a lot of them. Or for some, I remember specifically thinking, oh, there's going to be a lot of Squirtles around, so I won't have to worry about that one, or something like that. And then it turned out Bulbasaur was like the most common one around here, because of the sun.
yeah.
But that's just not how it plays out in Pokemon Go. But now you get to load up on all the water Pokemon. Even though you'd think in Florida we'd have a ton, but we have to walk by the rivers just like everyone else, or the beaches. Um, but yeah, it's been awesome seeing them everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing a lot of water type Pokemons around. Surprisingly enough, I don't have any in my nearby. Well, any in my house, but the addition of Lapras with the bow is once again something that I think has been data mined since 2020.
Dude, yeah,
and
they put it on the back burner for a while.
Oh yeah, that was one that people definitely wanted, but unfortunately, it wasn't until now that we were able to get it. So the remote rates have been going off when it comes down to it. Uh, wow, I probably gotta talk about that in a minute. That'd be cool. So yeah, water spawns, Magikarp all the way. We have Magikarp Spotlight Hour starting tomorrow at Tuesday at 6 p.m. So if you want to get a good Magikarp, this is your time to shine. And of course, the shiny and all that. So I know one of my coworkers will be going ham tomorrow, so it will be nice. Aside from that, the addition of Dewpider and everything else has been a nice addition in a while that we needed. So it's not too bad when it comes down to it. I'm gonna just make a quick thing here. Okay. What was I talking about? I forgot. My brain is still not working
Uh,
today.
was it Dude Powder?
Yeah, Dewpider again has been an interesting addition. So when Dewpider was first Dynamine, he had an insane moveset where it could have literally broken the entire Grey League meta if it wanted to be. Now, I think whoever was, of course, in charge of the moveset kind of changed it, or it was like a temporary moveset at the time, so they changed his moveset not too long before release, of course. It was that I mind a while back, but
Mhm.
when they understood, it's still a powerful Pokemon, not just as broken as we thought it would be, because it was going to have such great diversity that it would have literally destroyed the meta. So I'm happy that didn't happen. Although at the same time, I feel like maybe a community day might happen for it, and it's just gonna be broken at one point or so. So it's not too bad to shine. But Purified is an interesting Pokemon, especially because it's a water bug type. It's not the first time we see something like this, but it doesn't. It's not the first. It's the first time we see it as an evolved Pokemon too. What is the evolution? Araconid, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's what I would call it.
Yeah,
Araquanid.
Araconid. Not a bad Pokemon. It looks pretty cool in the game. It's actually a lot bigger than you may expect if you put it as your buddy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it's like he's standing on stilts.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's like if you see this in a gym, I'm running away no matter what. It's a water bug
Pretend you're
type.
Misty.
I know, right? It's like that would be crazy. But and funny enough, Misty likes the water Pokemons, but doesn't like the bug water Pokemons. I think so. Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, so water event pretty good, pretty nice. Either it was another event happening this weekend, and that was the Safari Zone Seville in Spain. A lot of YouTubers finally got their chance to finally go out and play the events and everything, and a lot of people too. It looks like it was a blast to play. I wish I would have been there, of course. Money's issue aside, if that was the case. But yeah, they had so many cool shiny releases for the very first time. Corfish being released.
Bro.
Burgley was also a shiny release. Unknown E was released for the first time. A bunch of other shinies that people could get, like Dino, Tauros. There's still regional spawns like Mr. Mine and things like that. So it was insane, and I'm glad to see the community and both the YouTubers make that kind of contact again after such a long time. It feels refreshing. I know it's not the same YouTubers that we had back before 2019, before 2020 started, but seeing the ones that we know stick to the game, to the guns and everything, I am glad that they're having so much fun and so much diversity because it was something that we were missing in this community. What about your thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah, I do think it's definitely something people have been waiting to see again.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I'm glad that a lot of people actually got to play and enjoy. Hopefully, Safari Zones will actually come into the States once again. We are waiting for GoFest, so we may probably get another Safari Zone in the near future. So that's pretty good. With that being said, I guess it's time to get into today's research topics of the week. Chris, what is the very first thing that we're going to be talking about? I guess we should probably talk to what the water event really is. So,
Yeah, that might be decent.
yeah.
So Pokemon Go's Water Festival returned, obviously, bringing the debut of the Pokemon we already mentioned. The Lapras wearing the scarf, Dewpider, and Araquanid. Um, Lapras being a bit more rare than the other two. You still got Tapu Finian raids. And this is the first time in Pokemon Go you'd be able to encounter Shiny Binacle. Uh, he's got a weird shiny, but definitely one I like.
It is it
Um,
is an interesting one, and it's funny that we didn't actually mention that the shiny was released, but that's because of part of the news
yeah,
too. So
yeah.
he's kind of like a somewhat a forgettable Pokemon if you think about it.
I feel like he's definitely not anyone's favorite Pokemon. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. I don't feel like
I can hear
anybody tells me their favorite Pokemon is Barbaracle.
I can hear the Vertical and Barnacles fans just bird talking through our podcast right now. It's
Screaming.
like, oh my god.
They're screaming right now.
This event is happening from Thursday, May 12th, which already started, until Friday, May 20th at 8 p.m. local time. I thought it was actually going to be just a weekend long event, but it is a week long event, so I'm actually surprised about that one.
Yeah, I'm glad it is too.
Yeah. So we also had a global challenge where we had to work together with everybody around the world to catch up to 600 million? It's like 600 million or 600, no, 600 million, right?
600 million. Yeah.
600 million water type Pokemons throughout the event. Once we catch and complete the challenge, we'll get 2 times catch candy for catching any Pokemon. So that's actually going to be interesting because let's think about it this way: 2 times catch candy on top of all the water event. If you really haven't gotten your Magic or your Gyarados at this point, I would suggest go for Spotlight Hour tomorrow. What this event is still active. Evolve a water type Pokemon in its place, or a meta water Pokemon in this place, and sweep in the competition on this one. You're gonna get a
Yeah,
lot of candies.
that's the first thing I thought of too. At like I think that's kind of the reason they had the two times catch candy, because we got Magikarp, we got Whalmer. I'm trying to think what other ones we have seen. Some Snuffles, Stuffles in the wild.
Yeah.
So you can load up on that candy if you weren't able to evolve a bunch of them.
Well, we do have the
Um,
wild encounters here, so you guys can see those too.
yeah.
The wild encounters that we are gonna get, or we're still having, of course. Tentacool, Slowpoke, Goldeen, Staryu, I'm sorry, Magikarp, Marill, Lotad, Circuit, Carvana, Wilmer, Typole, Binacle, and Dewpider. Following Pokemon may be encountered also as Poliwhirl, Mantine, and Alomomola, which two of them can be shiny. Would be kind of nice. So yeah, pretty good in that regard. A lot of Pokemons here that you may want just in case. Carvana being a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, or like a Sharpedo can. Goldeen is a rare Pokemon in its own regard. Somehow it's
So
still,
many shinies, man.
I know, right? Time Pole has been a shiny that's been released for a while and I still haven't gotten. So that's also something
Same.
that a lot of people are saying that they can't catch these days. Everything else seems okay. If you really want to start you, okay.
You don't like it?
The shiny in Pokemon Go is not as great as the main series games.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I think it's because it's not as white, I guess, as it is in the other games. It's more green in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, no, I don't know why they decided that was the encounters of this. At least the shiny about it. But yeah, there's also time research focusing on catching Pokemon, of course, throughout the event. Will award you with 50. Oh, give me. Ooh, 50 Gyarados Mega Energy, 1,000 experience at the start of the Stardust, an encounter with Lapras wearing the scarf, and Dewpider. So at least you get a guarantee free one out of everything. Mostly
Yeah.
because Lapras is a raid exclusive with the scarf, so you need to do 3-star raids to go about it. At the same time, Alola Raichu, Feraligatr, Sumeru, and Ludicolo. We have 1-stars as Squallfish, Whelmer, Spritzy. I don't know why Spritzy's in this one. Heliotype and Rockruff are in raids. Of course, Rockruff being the shiny that everybody wants. And then Tafufini and Mega Blastoise in their respective raids. As for eggs, we do have a 7K8 pool shakeup. We have Psyduck, Azurill, Mantine, Mudkip, Phoebus, Binacle, Staryu, and Clamper. And of course, some of them can be shiny, some of them can not. Chris, you probably want to go for the
So
7K
weird.
so you can get the Phoebus if you want to.
Yeah, dude. Funny enough, in GBL, Phoebus is a encounter, and I swear I got like three Phoebus in a row,
Are you are you,
and I still don't have that shiny.
are you the Pokemon Go equivalent of Reversal at this point?
Basically, yeah. Let's see who gets the shiny first, me or Reversal.
Reversal has gotten so many shinies in Pokemon Go from Phoebus that it was crazy. But
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he'll just trade it to home and trade it in.
yeah, I know, right? Um, the following field research and tasks will be available for Magikarp, Carvana, Whelmer, Lustis, Binacle, Puyupider. If you got, if you're lucky, you might encounter the Lapras with the Scarf and Meryl, and Mega Energies, of course. You want to talk about the bonuses real quick while I take a sip of water?
Yeah. So the event bonuses are that we have rainy lure modules activated during the event will last for 2 hours. We got 2 times candy from hatching eggs, and then there's going to be increased candy extra large from hatching eggs. I haven't hatched too many eggs, so I didn't notice that too much. But that rainy lure module lasting 2 hours is amazing. I really like that they put that as a part of the event.
That is correct. All right. But yeah, that's pretty nice when it comes down to it. And then when you avatar items, you get a bandana and a bandana with, how you look at it, I guess. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, that is the Water Festival event. I think that so far it's been a success. By the time we listen to the next podcast, we'll definitely see who is. Sorry, my brain is not working properly at this point. We'll give our ratings when it comes down to it in the next week's podcast for sure. There is another piece of news. We do have the tickets for Pokemon Go Fest Sapporo are on sale now. So if you're planning to go to Go Fest during the Go Fest Extravaganza live events, Japan is finally available. It's gonna be in Nakajima Park in Sapporo. You definitely will be able to go through the website and get your tickets. Another event that I wish I could go. Japan is one of my favorite countries I wish to attend.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's on my bucket list, man.
So, if you purchase a ticket, morning and afternoon sessions will be available. Trainers who purchase the tickets will split their day between event experiences that happen in the park and throughout the city of Sapporo itself. When purchasing your ticket, you will select which part of the day you'd like to experience in the park. A ticket for the morning session offers an event experience in the park from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and the city event experience from 2:30 to 8 p.m. local time. This is an interesting one. And then, of course, the afternoon package for that will be the 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in the park experience, and then the 2:30 to 8 p.m. local time in the city experience. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry. The city experience will be in the afternoon, and then the park experience will be in the. Let me repeat that one more time before I actually confuse myself. If you buy the afternoon experience, the park experience will be from 2:30 to 8 p.m. and then the city experience will be from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So this is actually interesting when it comes down to what Japan is doing. Now, I know Japan, and Guy with that, thank you so much for joining me or joining us. The To be able to split the ticket in two different sections of how you want to play between just the park itself and the city kind of helps you how Japan is doing the restrictions still with the whole COVID thing and everything. I guess they don't want people to be at the park so long that it's just gonna accumulate, everything at once.
That
Eh,
would be a lot of people too.
That's what I'm saying. So I think this is the response on still be able to play Pokemon Go, and of course if you can visit, because I don't know how the restrictions are traveling, of course, to the point where, you know, if you want to go, you'll play for a good amount of time and then go outside and spread, so that way you don't stay in the same place for too long and cause more problems, I guess, in that point. But I'm liking the way that they're trying to do this, so on and so forth. So kudos to them, I guess. If you purchase the ticket or want to go into the experience, there is the whole exclusive ticket with Skyform Shaman also appearing in the park, or at least, to be able to get it if you purchase the ticket. Real world habitats, two in which they are unique to the event, to the Japanese event. There's the dreamy mindscape. Feeling a bit drowsy? Well, I am, because drowsy is always in my house. Hoping to curl up and a nap with Teddy Orsa when I catch a little snooze with a Snorlax and liquid while
Yo,
sleeping. Hey, I mean, I'm okay with that.
Snorlax, yeah.
I would suggest, and hopefully to do this, it has to be a Snorlax sleeping in the overworld.
You can hope, but I doubt it.
I mean, it's possible. I
Yeah,
will
we've
be.
seen it before, but I don't think we're gonna see it until they actually release Pokemon Sleep, which is probably gonna be a few more years.
Hey, you never know. You never know. You want to go over the other ones real quick?
Sure. Living Meadow. Enjoy the lush landscape as you romp around with Galarian Ponyta, Scyther, Yanma, and Pansage. One of these things is not like the other. We got Frozen Lake. Bask in the beauty of water and ice while encountering Pokemon such as Alolan Vulpix, Lapras, Snorunt, and Panpour. A very nice collection. We got Athletic Park, train up with Machop, Hitmontop, Chimchar, and Pansear. Yeah, I really like seeing Hitmontop out there. Uh, we got a, don't miss out on the chance to get an exclusive version of the Pokemon Go Fest 2022 shirt. This T-shirt will go on sale at Pokemon Center Online on Thursday, May 26th, and arrive at Pokemon Center stores on Saturday, May 28th. I'm sure this is likely to be a Japan Pokemon Center exclusive. It doesn't say that there, but I kind of feel that way right now.
Yeah. We'll go over that in a minute.
Okay.
We can also make up to 6 special trays during the park event experience. All trays during the park experience will also have a reduced stardust, and of course, ticket holders trainers will enjoy the following during the city event experience within Sapporo. A second special research story available. Reward encounter with a Pokemon that has yet appeared in Pokemon Go. Well, god dang. Pokemon from all the Pokemon Go Fest Sapporo habitats will appear in the wild. Clean up to 9 total daily raid passes by spinning photos this at gyms. And then the Team Go Rocket will appear more often. I will give you twice there. Whew, give me mysterious components. God, being
Drowsy.
yeah, drowsy and tired and all that. The ticket holders trainers will enjoy the following during the both city and park experiences. Shining Pinesade and Shiny Swordlex will be making his Pokemon Go debut. Eggs will require
Awesome.
one half their normal hash distance. Snaps just for a surprise. Event team field research. You'll be able to get event team stickers by spinning the Pokestops, and confetti will be appearing in an in-game map, which everybody loves the confetti. I don't know why. All trainers in Sapporo will have access to special Pokemon Go Fest race, including Cresselia and Darkrai during the Pokemon Go Fest Sapporo on Friday, August 5th to Sunday, August 7th. And of course, just like before, they do have additional add-ons. Just like the ones before, including, I guess it's an extra $5 depending on where you're going, but of course it's Japanese yen, so 1,200 yen will award you of getting 12 in-person raid passes for each day, in addition to 5,000 experience when you complete a race successfully, and 6 additional candy and 3 additional extra large candy after catching Pokemon in 5-star raids. The critical catch again. The same, giving you hatch eggs 1/4 distance of the normal distance to hatch, and double experience, double candy, and double stardust in hatching eggs. So I'm still kind of wary when you call all these add-ons that they're doing for sure. So, what do you think? Any thoughts? Any extra thoughts on those, Chris?
Like, I know people are disappointed because it's not already built into it.
Right.
I understand them wanting to get that extra buck and offering you a bit more. Something I will say that's good about it is it feels like it's kind of getting tailored more. But then I would almost argue, wouldn't you be able to charge, the regular ticket for a little bit cheaper if you're offering these add-ons? But I don't know. I right now I think it's a decent way for them to go about it.
Yeah.
Um, I guess only time will tell. How people as a whole really feel about it.
Yeah.
But right now, I think it's like all right. I don't think it's really good, and I don't think it's really bad right now.
Yeah. I would say the least. In the end of the day, whatever feeds your meat. Again, this is not something that you need if you don't want to actually have
Yeah.
it. Just a nice addition if you want to go that route in the end of the day. So
Yeah, I will say, for the grinders, like the people that, have to be at the top of the leaderboards and stuff for XP and eggs and shinies, I know this is definitely going to be something they're going to like.
yeah, definitely. So get out, go out there. Japan seems to be looking to be an amazing experience if you want to go into the Go Fest over there. So they end that. So another quick and maybe just the same thing that we had from last month. May Community Day meetups are coming to selected cities around worldwide. Once again, Community Day is happening in different parts of the world, easier to meet up with other people. If you go to the website, you can see the most current map where they'll have in-person activities and virtual activations. So select where you want to go and things like that. We are unfortunately a little too far away. I don't think if I want to actually go to Orlando
That's
or Miami for
actually
that.
that's actually funny. My friend actually works at Universal, and that's
Ooh.
where one of the meetups is at Universal City Walk.
Oh, really? You know what the funny thing
I
is?
do not think I'm gonna drive that far though, just for community day.
Well, my parents are going to Universal tomorrow, this Saturday too. And
Nice.
I'm just like, I'll take a rain check.
Yeah,
So,
have fun. Cough cough.
yeah, I know, right? But yeah, no, it's fine. Again, if you really want to go ahead and go into those meetups, they're nice and neat. If you can make it to one, of course. Being sick, gotta love it. Anyways, and then just like you mentioned, Chris, there is actually the T-shirt for GoFest. You think that they were only Japan exclusive? Nah, nah, nah. You can actually purchase them at the Pokemon website right now. They are at pre-orders right now, so by the time you actually get your shirts, the GoFest should be coming around. But right now, you can go to the website, pre-order for $25 US currency, of course, and you can also pre-order it now on the Niantic's official merchandise site, Niantic Supply. Shipment will begin on May 23rd, and whatever you get, will supplies last. So I don't know if they're still available. I'm gonna check right now, actually.
I feel like they should be.
Uh, Looks like they are. Doesn't seem to be too bad. But they are still in pre-order, so I don't know again how many more. Like I said, if you go to the website, you can pre-order it your size. They look pretty cool shirts, mostly because it's the gratitude Pokemon, of course. But I like these shirts. A lot of pinky, flowery stuff happening in them.
I will say, wasn't last year's the one that was just pretty much a Pokeball with a city in it?
Yeah, yeah,
I will say I do like this one a lot
yeah.
more.
Yeah, I know. This one is actually a pretty cool one. And Mr. I with the guy, yes, sir. We have been covering that. As soon as more news releases, we will get more into it. Very excited for the Pokemon Go set coming in July. So, and yes, it's in July. So, um, yeah. Anyways, that is actually all it for the news. I don't believe we got anything today, which I was hoping to get a little bit more information to maybe the Seattle Go Fest, but it looks like we may have to wait another day or so before we get any news about it. Although they could be, waiting a little bit longer, but they gotta give us the news now, brother. It's like we need to plan. We need to get things going. I already got my ticket, but I just need to plan where I'm going or
Yeah,
staying. So.
yeah, not a box.
Yeah, I'm not staying in a box or, just sitting in the rain, just be like, hey guys, everybody play Pokemon Go. So anyhow, let's get into our PvP section. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go, Chris.
All right, all right, all right.
So I think Element Cup is still active. Have you had your hands going into that in GBL?
Um, no, no, I don't touch the Element Cup. I'll be honest. Um, I do not really like the smaller leagues.
Right.
Um, honestly, I'm trying to find. It's not on PV Poke, but I know like you could add the filters to Little League, and
Right.
determine what's good at it. Um, but yeah, I haven't really been a fan of that. I've just been doing a open Ultra League, with Talonflame, Giratina, Altered Form, and Wellring. And it's been doing decently for me.
All right.
Have
So
you been doing any GBL?
I've been. To be told the truth, haven't even touched GBL in a while anyway. So
I think it's just something I do to pass the time more than actually be competitive. Because you get that free quote unquote rare spawn
right.
when you win three. You know.
Yeah, well, the season
Um,
should be over pretty soon now, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah. If
what?
you I'm trying to get that the 256 wins, and I'm
Uh,
only like 20 away.
well,
So
good luck.
hopefully I get that.
Yeah, good luck with that because I think the next one is like 1,500 wins or something.
1,500. Holy cow!
Yeah,
Or
nah,
like 500 something.
nah, like it's a lot. Somebody actually made it, and they were like, "Yep, this is not something I probably can get before the end of the season." I don't know what they were
Yeah,
thinking.
it's 16 days,
Yeah,
and I'm at 228 out of 256. Dude, yeah, after 500 whatever. After that, yeah, no,
I
that ain't
feel like
happening.
I feel like the whole free battle thing that they were doing things to give you extra status and everything. It was a good idea. It was a very good idea. I think it was just executed wrong. I mean, just trying to get that many wins just for that little bit of a smarter Stardust doesn't seem too appealing. Plus, of course, all the Stardust you get through winning, but I don't know. I don't see it. I didn't see that whole battle ticket that they gave us for free very enticing for this season. But again, it was an interlude season, so they were testing things out. Again, we do have 15 days before the season's over, so let's give it a little bit of thoughts on what they did since the announcement of the this season, happening. So they mentioned that they wanted to fix a lot of the bugs. They wanted
Yeah,
to, make things a little bit easier and better for the players and experience and everything. Have you noticed a difference?
some people have been saying they thought it was worse. We literally just had regionals not too long ago, and people are still complaining about the state of the game. Um, I don't think it's perfect, but I don't think it's gotten worse per se. I'm definitely waiting for a big improvement, though. I will say that much.
Yeah, no, definitely something that I hope to see very soon. But again, Niantic, if you really want to fix something, you got 15 days, brothers.
Yeah, just even if you keep us out of the game for a few hours, we definitely appreciate it if it made the game better.
That is for sure. Now, and then before we finish up here, any factions updates?
Yes. So as I said before, we did make it into the silver tier, and we actually have our first matchup this week.
Right?
Um, we are matched up against Weekend at Burmese, which I believe we've fought before. Very excited for that rematch. Um, and I am in a different battlefield than I normally am.
Yeah.
I was in the Open Great League, but I'm in a field specialist role right now. Because I feel like I perform pretty decently at the Sylph meta. I've made it up to elite in the past, so I'm
Right.
very comfortable. So very interested in how that's gonna go. Keep you guys updated on that. We should have details on that next week.
Yeah.
Um, and we actually got a sponsorship with an energy drink.
Oh,
So
oh,
definitely excited for this week.
oh, nice. Pretty cool.
Yeah. But I'll
Congrats.
probably talk about that in stream and maybe mention it next week. But just wanted to solidify all the details with that.
Cool, cool, cool. Congratulations, I guess, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, good luck on your matches. Hopefully things go well.
I hope so.
One last thing to note on our PvP section, and I know this might be actually a smaller podcast than we think so. There is Go Battle Day. The Mega Stardust Surprise happening on May 29, so 2 weeks from now, the next weekend, not this one. And of course, there will be a full day of battling. I don't know what really the Mega Surprise is. We know that the active cups will be all 3 leagues. And that's interesting to say the least when it comes down to it. So I'm still waiting for that Mega Surprise, although they already gave us somewhat of a surprise. But I don't know what else could they really add on
Yeah,
to that.
yeah. What big of a surprise could it be?
I don't know, allow Megas for the first time or something? I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I'm still hoping they make a whole league dedicated to Mega Pokemon.
That'd be nice. Although that'd be interesting to see. I actually would be a little more enticing. But you also have to think this like you only have a chance of using one Mega Pokemon at a time,
Yeah,
so you can't really just have all megas active at all
yeah,
times.
but yeah. Imagine trying to fight, a Mega Charizard, a Mega Venusaur, and a Mega Blastoise. That'd just be annoying.
If they do megas in Master League at the time of release during this type of a day, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna break the
Yeah, be
meta.
ready for Mega Charizard Y
I
with
know.
Dragon Breath.
Wow. Case
If
in
that
point.
ever happens. If that happens.
If that ever happens. We also have another topic question of the week, since again our Twitter is now active and ready, Purified Podcast, or at Purified Podcast on Twitter. This week's question. So we put the question last week of what was the what was the question again? I completely forgot at this point. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can find my own question that I put on myself. But yes, thank you, Chris, for that small little thing there. So last week's question. So we have, what's set up with this year's GoFest Global? What are your goals? We didn't really get a response, unfortunately, anybody on Twitter or on our Discord. So I guess we already went over those questions, but I'll put it out there again one more time just in case anybody wants to respond to the question. So again, last week's question we had trainers. What are you excited for this year's GoFest Global? What are your goals? What do you want to do? But yeah, we gave our thoughts last week of what we want to see. I definitely just want to meet up people. That's my goal, biggest goal for this year's GoFest. Want to see so many people play Pokemon Go in the city once again. So, but for this week's question, what GoFest event are you planning to attend? We may have listeners for many other parts of the world, so we are hoping to hear some responses from there. And who are you excited to meet? Or excited to meet, I guess I should say. Any thoughts on that one, Chris?
All I'm saying is, if I do go to Seattle, if I get the opportunity to, definitely excited to see Trainer Tips again. He's always been my fave.
Yeah, definitely. I want to actually meet up with all the Lure Up and GoCast people so we can
Yeah,
actually talk about Pokemon Go and all
yeah. Meet
that.
up with the boss.
Yeah, meet up with the boss in person this time, I will gladly, stay at the same Airbnb and just talk Pokemon Go, play Pokemon cards, do anything else. But of course, the Poke YouTubers, I'm really excited. I've also met some different people that I really want to hang out with and see how it goes. I know usually they plan some kind of like tournament somewhere around, but we'll see how it goes this year for Celta Arena and everything. But very excited, very excited. But yeah, I wish to meet anybody who plays Pokemon Go, and of course the fans. If you guys listen to us, if you want to meet us, I'll definitely be in Seattle, and I'll definitely be going around, trying to meet as many people as possible. So, just give us your thoughts. What are you most excited to meet if you're gonna go to a GoFest event, and which event are you going to? Let us know on our Twitter. This will go over on our Twitter, and of course our Discord if you want to answer the question there. And then, last but not least, we did have a giveaway planned from last week's podcast. And this was, of course, a ticket to the Community Day that's happening this weekend. So we actually had to make sure that this podcast does go, or this goes live before then. I'll definitely shout out to the winner. But I do have the randomizer of the people who follow us on our Twitter. We had two. But, a giveaway is a giveaway if you guys want to get it. So, so we're gonna spin the wheel. So here we go.
Yo,
Looks like
I'm not gonna say I have a person I want to win.
well, congratulations to Pastor Hines
Yeah.
44 for winning the giveaway for this year's Community Day. So I'll definitely, you and I will contact him. I know he's part of our Discord.
Yup.
But we'll
Yeah, I
contact
know
him
him.
and we'll let him know that he won a ticket to it. We'll definitely just gift it to him. I think we're both in-game friends for that, so it's not that's not an issue in there. But if the other one is going to win, we appreciate you actually entering. But that was the very first giveaway that we could really do when it comes to the GoFest ticket, or I'm sorry, not GoFest ticket, but the Community Day ticket. I don't know if there will be one for GoFest. I hope to do. if that's the case. But if this does, we'll do another giveaway and we'll make sure that you guys can get a ticket to GoFest if that's the case. So congratulations, Pastor Rhymes. Thank you for following us and going above and beyond. So, and being a great person. With that being said, Chris, I think that is it. Anything else to cover today?
Think we covered everything pretty well. This week has been awesome, and it's always fun when you get to look forward to Pokemon Go Fest coming up.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely something to keep in mind. We are literally less than a month away from the Global Go Fest and a little less than 2 months away to actually do in-person Go Fest. Or,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, a little over that. I think it depends on the day that we're going. But anyways, I'm ready for Go Fest. I'm ready for Go Fest. I really just want to play the hell out of it. I'm glad that I got sick now before then. So, so again, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you like what you hear us and want to hear us more, and if you want to support us, make sure you go to our podcast services feeds, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, many places too. You can leave us a review. That would greatly appreciate it. Our socials, of course, the Purified Podcast, it has its own Twitter feed. So make sure you follow us there if you want to hear any news or updates on Pokemon Go. Chris and I, we have our own handles just in case. Pure Letter Go for myself and PKMN Trigger, please, if you really want to go about talking to us anyways. All the questions of the weeks and everything will be in our handle, Purified Podcast, of course. You can email us any info or anything that you want to talk about, purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. We do have our Discord. If you go to the link and info podcast feeds, or even on Twitter or Twitch, we'll have the link right there. And of course, don't forget to check out the purifiedpodcast.com, the Professor Network. With that being said, Chris, I believe it's time to take us away for the night.
all right, all right, all right. Well, the date we're recording this, tomorrow's going to be my birthday. When you guys hear this, it might either be my birthday or after my birthday, but you know, you guys can still wish me a happy birthday. But enjoy your week. Oh yeah, I like that chuckle.
Yeah.
Man, thank you. But I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Very much looking forward to Pokemon Go Fest. I hope you guys are too. And get all the shinies, get all the Pokemon you want, and just have a good time with friends. Peace out, guys.
Keep purifying, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Hopefully not sick.